Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Adventures of Adam. I'm Adam. Let's adventure. Real quick, I will show you the controller I have and the settings that I'm using. Keybinds, if you want to call them that, button binds, all that good stuff. So let's get into that. So the controller I'm using is the Fly Digi 5 Pro. The reason I've selected this controller in particular, if you look at the top, it's got 3 shoulder buttons. There's left bumper, left trigger, and then this third L button here. So I have shift modifier, control modifier, alt modifier. Right there. All right there is really handy. In addition to that, if you look at the faceplate here, it's got the standard 4 face buttons, but it's got an additional 2 here. So 6 face buttons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on top of all of that, it's got 4 back paddle buttons. So 4 buttons here, 6 buttons on the face, and then 6 buttons on top. That's a lot of buttons for key binding. And if you've ever played World of Warcraft, you know that there's a lot of key binds. So yeah, so I've got control, shift, and alt on these 3. This will, what does this do? Hold on. Oh, that's tab. Okay. So this is the tab key. I've found it to tab, so that helps me select my target. Obviously, up brings up my character menu. Right brings up my bags. Down brings up my map. Then this is my keybind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 is back here. 8 is right here. 9 is right here. And this button down here is spacebar. So I can that's how I jump. And then 0 is this button up here next to the trigger and bumper. Is this right here. So that's 0. So I've got 1 through 10 basically bound, and shift 1 through 10, control 1 through 10, and alt 1 through 10. So that's what we got. The joysticks move just like you would expect for any other game. I got my jump back here.
I need a target.
I got to start attack macro. Yeah. So I've played just enough to get the hang of it.
I need to get
And yeah, that's about it. Let me turn that game volume down a little bit. I'll turn my personal. Now, this is where it gets tricky. So you have to hit R. No, it's not doing it now. Frick. Okay, there we go. My mouse was off screen. Okay. What the heck? There we go. Okay, someone's going weird. All right. I don't know why it was doing that, but it was. Oh, so we got the quest complete. Oh, we got a cloak. Crap. There we go. This is taking me a minute to get used to. Hopefully that doesn't get me killed. All right, let's go turn in our first quest. Yeah, so as you can see, this button back here is my jump. Then we have X is 1, Y is 2, A is 3, B is 4. And then C and Z are 5 and 6 respectively. We have 7, 8, 9, and then jump. And then 10 is right here, the 0. And then I got shift 1, shift 2, or sorry, control shift 1, alt 1, control 1. Those are my modifiers there. Yeah, it's a little awkward getting used to, I'm going to be honest.
Great to meet you. Safe travels. Watch your back. See you soon.
It's not, combat isn't as hard as I expected it to be, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Safe travels. See you soon.
It's clicking on things that becomes like
Well met. How are you?
it like I'm so used to doing it with the mouse. Obviously, everybody is, right? Yeah, so it's just that to me that's the hardest part to get used to is because right now I'm clicking the button and it's not working, so I have to hit this trigger to activate the
What
mouse
can I do for
and then I click. Oops. Yeah, it's really awkward. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to. Yeah, but it's fun. The reason, if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I have carpal tunnel, and if I play mouse and keyboard for too long, it's actually really hard on my fingers, and my wrists will start to hurt. And that's not good, because especially since I work in a factory with my hands on my day job. Yeah, if I'm
I need to get close.
if my weekend hobbies have a negative impact on my day job where I earn a living, as you can imagine, it's bad. So the last thing I want to do is play video games all weekend and then go to work and then not be able to do my job because my hands hurt. So trying out the controller in hopes that it will ease my carpal tunnel pains. Ooh, hints. But yeah. I've been playing Crimson Desert the last few days. Which is why I bought the controller, because I really wanted to try out Crimson Desert. I thought it looked super cool. But yeah, based on, past experience, I've learned that oh, pouch! Small blue pouch. Yeah, just based on past experience, I knew that if I played it to any significant degree, it would cause me pain. So I invested in the controller, and I've been playing the hell out of Crimson Desert. I enjoy it a lot, but I was ready to jump back on the World of Warcraft train. Try some classic WoW. I thought it'd be fun. Basically having to relearn how to play the game. But it's been fun. Yeah.
It's too far away.
One thing I don't know if I dislike it or not. Something to get used to is the joystick. When I hit down, it doesn't backpedal. It immediately about faces, which has its upsides and downsides.
I'm out of range.
Upside is I'm always moving at full speed. The bad side is I'm turning my back to the enemy. So that's something to be aware of for me. Like if you hit left and right, you do strafe. You kind of, I don't know. It's taking me some time to get used to.
It's too far away.
I need 3 more burly ones. Yes, yeah. So the left arrow key is bound to tab, so I can cycle through my targets if I want to. But I also made a start attack macro for Sinister Strike, so I can just run up to the dude and hit the button.
I need to get closer.
I just realized I have 2 more buttons I could bind. I didn't even think about it.
I'm out of room.
So we got these like start and select buttons here. I haven't bound those yet. I totally could. Man, yeah. It's a total mind trip to try to get used to all this, how to play the game again. Hey, Joy B, good morning. 20 years of muscle memory down the toilet trying to relearn how to play on a controller. Yeah, it's interesting and fun and challenging all at the same time. How are you, Joy B?
No. Keep your feet on the ground.
Never learned any of it. So yeah, muscle memory free. Yeah, so I've heard a lot of people say that playing on a controller versus mouse and keyboard is very helpful if you experience carpal tunnel pains in your hands and fingers and wrists when you're gaming. So I decided to try getting a controller, and it's actually been helping quite a lot. So I'm very pleased. Dusting off the old band hammer. Nice.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, still getting used to the controls. Yeah. The reason I got the controller was because a game came out recently called Crimson Desert that I wanted to try. I have been playing that, but it's an action game, and I kind of suck at action combat, so I was embarrassed to try to stream it. So I hadn't been streaming it.
Hey, hi,
Um,
you're a tall one. Be seeing you.
but it's a lot of fun. It's just like yeah, I don't know.
Here there.
I decided because I suck so much at action combat,
Get her back.
there was a boss that I literally just could not beat. I probably spent about 3 or 4 hours banging my head against the wall trying to beat him. And I just got frustrated and quit. But the developers said they're working on adding difficulties, like easy, medium, hard, into the game. Sometime in June, I think, is when they expect that patch to come out. So I'll revisit it and give it another go, and hopefully, when they add a difficulty setting, I'll be able to actually play the game, because it's not like it's a main story boss that I got stuck on, so I can't advance the main story until I beat this guy, which is very frustrating. Yeah, I'm actually not that big on action combat games, if I'm being perfectly honest. I've never been big on them. Yeah, which is probably why I'm struggling so much to, you know, in Crimson Desert. A lot of people said the game isn't that hard, but I guess they just have more experience with that type of game. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I was thinking about revisiting Oblivion again, because the reason I stopped playing Oblivion is because it was making my hands hurt. You know, and also Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. That's another game that I was really excited to play and had to quit playing because it made my hands hurt. So I might revisit Tainted Grail. I might pick up Skyrim someday. Check out Skyrim. I heard a lot of great things about Skyrim. Yeah, I don't know. Possibility. It just opens up a whole new world of possibilities for me. Like the biggest limiter was the pain in my hands. But if I can bypass that by playing on a controller, it's no longer a limiting factor. Yeah. Also, I know that my daughter will love Skyrim too, so it's like kind of a 2-for-1. Because my daughter plays Oblivion. Oops. What the hell am I doing? I keep forgetting the buttons. Oh yeah, these are way better. Cool. All right. Rip Ritual. I'm sorry if I'm distracting. Sometimes I forget. It's not conducive to Joy B productivity. But I haven't done a stream in a while. At least, certainly not a video game stream. I've done a stream where I was kind of building my Godforge resource for the community. But I haven't done like a fun, like... as long, hey, if you're having a good time, I'm having a good time. But yeah, it's been a while since I've actually done a gameplay live stream. So, it's good to get back to it. Man, I forgot the perils of playing a melee class with combat RNG. I was like, dodge, miss, parry. Like, the enemy's sitting at like 3 HP and you can't hit it. Yeah, I don't think there's been a ton to talk about in the Godforge scene recently. The podcast did, the Fateless podcast did bring up an interesting topic worth discussion. Speaking of sneakiness. Are you kidding me? I can't loot it. Hold on. There we go. Speaking of sneakiness, this character that I'm playing is a rogue, and the gameplay style, I think I haven't trained it yet. All I have to do is go talk to my trainer. I can learn a stealth, so I could be sneaky, sneak attack my enemies. Normally, when I play rogue, I play night elf. Just because I like the extra agility and additional. They have a passive called Shadow Meld that gives them increased bonus to their effective stealth, so they're extra sneaky. Actually, just thinking about it makes me want to play Night Elf. I'm only level 3. I could just make a new character and go Night Elf. Also, Night Elves are just kind of like more attractive than the little gnomey gnome. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate a good beard. I created him in my image. But yeah, I really do like being able to be extra sneaky. And they also have so every class has different base stats. Or sorry, every race has different base stats. And rogues, their damage scales off agility. And night elves have the highest base agility out of every race. So I would have an advantage. There's also you gain crit rate and dodge from agility. Like, yeah. Night elves are just really good race for rogues. Because of all that. Most people say the best is human, which they're technically not wrong. Because humans have a racial passive where they have increased weapon skill with swords, and swords are really good on rogues. So I could go human for the increased weapon skill, but I decided to go gnome because of this. Escape artist says so if I were to get rooted, I'm cheating and using my mouse. I could use this ability and escape the immobilization effect. So there are enemies who will put a net on you and prevent you from running away. So if you're trying to run away and you get netted, you're hosed. Trying to think of what keybind I want on this. Yeah, okay. So it can be pretty clutch. Oops.
You got my attention. Watch your back.
So trying to manipulate the mouse cursor with my thumb joystick is awkward. That's taking a lot of getting used to. All right. It is tempting. Yeah, actually. All right, Joy B. You devilish temptress. All right. Let's do it. Let's make a night elf. Oh, it's all good, Joy B. I'm slow too. I'm not good at multitasking. You succubus. Ooh. Alright, cool. Oh, man. I already have a rogue. Level 2. I'll just do this one, so I don't have to make a new one. Yeah. We're basically starting right where we left off. Sort of. In a different city, but... Let me, I just gotta do a quick... profiles. Copy from... Shadowgeist was the name of that character. That didn't work. Okay. Fine. I need to adjust some options real quick. The bar 6. I want to see the button grid since I'm still learning how to do this. So I can see what my keybinds are. All right, that should be good. So now if I go Shift 5, yes.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target. I need a target.
And we're in the good starting zone. We're in the human starting area, so this will be fun. Slight change of scenery. I made the thumbnail with the gnome on it. People are gonna, when they tune in, they're gonna think that my gnome has already died. Oh well, that's fine. I put my armor on.
I don't have a target.
Yeah. Dude, this was so complicated to set up. There's an add-on that you can download that has like preset action bar functionality, and I tried using it, but it wasn't letting me do it the way I had envisioned it working in my mind. That was throwing me off a little bit. I need to set my Hearthstone real quick so I don't forget. If I if I forget and I Hearth, it's gonna send me all the way back to
I'm out of range.
Donalar. Yeah. Okay. I don't have that 6-slot bag anymore. You've got a utility belt of glasses. Okay. I see what you're saying. So you got like, I'm assuming reading glasses, and then, you know, like a mid-range. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. So for the D-pad, up is the character screen. Right is my bags. Down is the map. And then left is the tab key, so I can tab target. I actually really enjoy how smooth you can make turning with the joystick. So when you're using mouse and keyboard and you hit S and D, which I'm using right now, there's one constant speed that the camera turns at, and it's kind of like a little jerky. But with the joystick, you can it's sensitive to how much you're pressing it. So if I barely press it, it turns slow. If I hit it hard, it turns fast. So I could really like just be really precise with my movement. I don't know, it's cool. I like it quite a lot.
Hello. See you around.
Actually, I should have left it where it was.
Well met. Go with honor, friend. Be careful. Life bless you.
Not in World of Warcraft. This is my first time using a controller for WoW. I've been playing Crimson Desert the last couple weeks with it, so I kind of got used to how it feels to operate, but not with this game. I've been playing WoW since probably crap 2007 maybe.
How are you?
Well, not since, off and on. I started in 2007, played until like 2012, 2013, and then I stopped. And then in 2019, when Classic came out again, I started playing Classic.
For the Alliance.
And I've been playing off and on since Classic came out in 2019. Oh yeah. So yeah. I mean, I've played Mario and all that stuff. It's a little different though. It's all good. Everyone, you know. The important thing is that you have fun. There's a ton of games that I've played that I've never beaten. I mean, for some people, they gain enjoyment from, you know, defeating the thing. But for me personally, I'm just looking for something to fill my time. So if I can play the game and have fun, I don't care if I beat it or not. It was time well spent because I enjoyed myself playing. Ooh. It's probably an armor upgrade. Yes, it was. We look kind of silly wearing a dress. Yeah, I really like watching people play too. I especially like open world games like this where you can kind of just roam around and do whatever you want. If there's not really a story to follow and you kind of just carve out your own adventure in the world, those are the type of games I really enjoy. That's interesting. I have a hard time watching people play tabletop games. I have watched D&D sessions before, but it was like celebrity stuff. Like the voice acting cast of Baldur's Gate 3 did a D&D campaign, and I watched that because I was really into Baldur's Gate 3 at the time. Which I've streamed that on the channel. You might remember it. But yeah, so when they did that, I definitely watched it. But yeah, that's not normally the type of thing I watch. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna do something like that, I would rather read a book, because then I'm like, a lot of what happens in D&D happens in your head. Like, you know, you have to imagine it. Which, that's not a bad thing. I enjoy playing D&D. I got my dice right here. Actually, my play group is supposed to meet tomorrow. So, yeah. We're supposed to meet... We try to meet once every 2 weeks. But, the dungeon master had some stuff going on at work Monday night, and he wasn't able to go or participate. And you can't dungeon or dragon without a dungeon master. Yeah. So my daughter, well, my daughter goes to school with a lot of kids, but there are two children in particular, whose dads play D&D together. And I was at a birthday party. I took Quinn to a birthday party about a couple months ago, and I was talking to the dude's name is Josh. I was talking to Josh because we had talked about D&D in the past, and he had talked about inviting me, and it just never came to fruition. But I guess one of their more regular players has stopped coming more and more. So they kind of always have an open spot at the table. So he was like, "Hey, you should join us." And I was like, "Hell yeah." It's kind of nice having a little a nerdy dad friend group. Yeah. Yeah, it's been really fun. I'm playing a druid in the D&D campaign. And holy moly, my character's been like the MVP every session. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. What is the, I'm trying to think of what the spell's called. They have this like passive ability. It's not. It's a class specific ability. And to use it, I have to use a wild shape charge, which is what you use to transform into animals. And it's like an AoE spell that can also heal one ally. And there's one session where I used that and just completely annihilated the enemies that we were fighting. And then in the most recent session, there's another AoE spell called... Shit, what's it called? It basically makes it so the ground is covered by thorns. And as they walk through the thorns, it deals 2d4 damage to them. And it makes it difficult terrain, so they move slower through it. And like, we basically set up this trap. We knew the enemy were going to be coming down a very narrow corridor on the edge of a cliff face. So I put the roots down, and it goes out like 20 meters or 40 meters. I don't remember how far it goes out. But it's just big enough that as they were running through it to get to us, they just keeled over and died. It was funny.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Yeah. So that was fun.
See you later.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't have a lot of friends, or any really, like IRL friends. So it was nice to be invited into their group and make friends. So yeah, it's been fun. All my friends are on the internet, which is, it's nice that I've found my people, so to speak, but it's unfortunate that, you know, it's just the way that it is. Okay. I didn't realize you were such a big gamer. That's awesome. I guess I feel like tabletop games are probably way more approachable to a more casual audience because the pacing is really slow, but like in a good way. It's not slow. When I say slow, I don't mean that it's boring. It's just there's time to be social with the people you're playing with as the game unfolds. Like you can make jokes about how crappy the dice rolled when the numbers come up, and I don't know, it's a totally different, you still get that satisfactory sensation of I'm gaming, but without without the extreme stimulus engine that is modern video games. It feels a little bit more like playing chess, I think. Oh, that's so cool. Charlemagne's got some really cool Dungeons and Dragon dice. He showed them off to me the other day. I was excited about my new dice, and I was like, "Yay!" You know, I shared pictures, and he's got a D&D section in his Discord. So when I bought these dice, I shared them in his Discord, and then he shared the ones that he's got with, you know, to show me, and I was like, "Man, his are really sick." Like his look like they're specialty items. I shudder to think at what they cost. But, you know, nothing wrong with investing in your hobbies. Oh, that's really cool, Joy B. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos pop up in my YouTube feed about like people making custom D&D gaming tables and stuff. I'll sell these two.
Light bless you.
Oh, that's so cool. My dungeon master made a custom screen, like a dungeon master screen.
Careful.
It's
The alliance.
like 3 wood panels, so it like makes, you know, it's just, I'm sure you've seen a dungeon master screen. But on the front of it, the front facing panel that faces us players, there's like an LCD display. So whatever he's got on his laptop, like when he's displaying like the battlefield grid and he's looking at it, we see what he sees. So he can like move our pieces around on that through a program called Roll20 that we use. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, custom D&D stuff tends to be on the pricey side for sure. What are we doing? Let's finish killing the kobolds. Ooh, now that we're level 4, we could learn backstab, I think. Which means we can get sneaky. Start using stealth to get up behind people and then backstab them for extra damage.
Hey there.
Yes. We can also pickpocket now too. I'm gonna cheat
See you later.
and use my mouse and keyboard for a second just to set this up. So this is what I was talking about earlier. You can activate it to slip into the shadows, which reduces the chance for enemies to detect your presence, lasts until canceled or upon moving, and then additionally, Night Elf rogues and druids with Shadow Meld are more difficult to detect while stealthed or prowling. This gives us a bonus to our effective stuff. I think my cat wants to go outside. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I was hoping it wouldn't be noticeable. When I stood up, my nose started to bleed. Luckily, we keep our spare toilet paper out here in the garage. So I grabbed some, shoved it up my nose. Excuse me. But yeah, in the spring and fall, when the seasons are changing, I get a lot of bloody noses. All right, okay. So this on, hold on. Dang it. How do I unlock this? Just want to move it. Can I move it? Move it? I like to move it. Move it. Ha. Right there. Now it's perfect. Okay. Okay, so this I want stealth here. Okay, let's do stealth first. Want that there on this trigger button. That activates stealth, and I need to put stealth on this again so I can deactivate it. And shift, that's going to be vanish. Yeah, so we'll put it on alt. So all three of those buttons will basically do the same thing. Did I run into the door? No, I in the fall and spring, when the seasons change from winter to summer and summer to winter, in the transitional seasonal period, I just get bloody noses a lot. I don't know why. It's just something that happens to me. Okay, so combat, backstab here, and then we'll also put sinister strike here. Oh, this is gonna be trippy. Think that works for me? Something like that. Maybe I want it there. Yeah, that's perfect actually. Something blocking my clicks. Like right now I'm clicking, but it's not. But if I move it to here, there's something blocking my interface until I get to here. Strange. Same thing, like I'm clicking on it, and until I get to here, I don't know what's up with that. It might have something to do with the fact that I'm using mouse and keyboard. I don't know. Or not mouse, controller. Oh well. So the downside of just having recently played another game is that I'm used to the mechanics of that game now. So there's a mechanic in Crimson Desert where if there's a sprint button, which is A, I believe. So I'm like trying to hit A to run faster. And it's not working. All right. We're gonna pick some pockets and stab some backs because that's how rogues do it. Oh, dang it. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oh, I missed. I just realized something. I need to put this there. That's my combo button, and I can't combo when I'm in stealth because I don't have any combo points. The only downside to backstab is you have to be behind the target to backstab them. Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Would it be a backstab if you could do it from the front? Yeah, stealth is super fun. I think at level 6, I get an ability called Gouge. Which, if I were so inclined, I can, like,
Don't have a target.
pickpocket. Oh, we got a health potion. That right here. That's why pickpocketing is quite good. But yeah, so once I get Gouge, I could backstab and wait for my energy to tick up a little bit, which is this yellow bar right here. So once I have enough energy, I can kind of do a combo where I gouge to incapacitate them. For like 4 seconds or something, which gives me time to like position myself behind them and then backstab them again. It's super excessive, but it's fun to do. Ooh, backstab crit, baby. Damn near one-shot him. Front stabbing. I do that on the weekends. You gotta pay extra for that one. Technically, I don't have to stealth to backstab these guys because they're neutral enemies, but I have to be stealth to pickpocket. So, and I like pickpocketing. Like, why would you play a rogue if you're not going to pickpocket? If I wanted to speedrun it, I could. Just like run through. Ooh. Gosh, these controls are killing me. That's an upgrade too. I thought it might have been. Can't use maces. All right. Ooh, 46 damage.
Isn't ready yet.
The game feels kind of laggy. I don't know. I don't know why. Like, there's a lot of subtleties and quirks that playing on a controller has. Oops, hit the wrong button. Like right now when I move my right joystick, it's adjusting the camera, but as soon as I'm out of combat, or sorry, I have to hit this trigger right here, and then it unlocks it, and then I can move my cursor, and then I have to, like, it's really awkward. And as soon as I start moving, you can see it snap back to the center. So now it's back in, like, joystick mode. Also, one downside is on a mouse, like if I hit S, I backpedal. So if I want to scoot up a little bit on mouse and keyboard, I just hit back. On the controller, if I hit down, rather than backpedal, I turn and run away. The problem with that is once my back is facing an enemy, they have a chance to daze me if they hit me from behind. So that's something I need to be really aware of when I'm getting into position and stuff. Yeah, it can be. I'll probably get got by that at some point, I'm sure. Pickpocket this guy. Oops. He says as he stabs him in the face. Like, okay, there we go. Yeah, it's again, I mentioned it earlier, but I'm gonna have to undo like 20 years worth of muscle memory. Ooh, Malachite. Well, whatever your motives are, your words are true, regardless. I'm just picking their pockets on the way out. Free money. If the pickpocket gets resisted, oh, like that. Speak of the devil, they get angry. Say, hey, get your fingies out of me puckies. Ah, dang it. I hit the wrong button. The cobalt, do you mean the gnome that I was on earlier? Well, that's probably an upgrade. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the sexy night elf is just better. For reasons. You know. I mean, I'll let you decide for yourself. I already picked that one. Okay. My pocket's already been picked. Free money. The only cost is that I walk a little bit slower. Yeah, those dry salt licks sell for like 25 copper. So I've got a full silver worth in my bag plus more. And that we got the healing potion from the pickpocket too. Yeah, pickpocketing is good value. There's really no reason not to do it other than, are you in a hurry? So if I step on the campfire, I'll take damage and it will knock me out of stealth, which is kind of funny. Another dry salt lick. There we go, another one. Making big money now. It'd be cool if you got XP for pickpocketing. It had to be a very, very small amount. All right, we got it. Okay. And doggies don't have pockets, so on we go. Also, night elves can do flips, which looks kind of cool. If I can get her to do one. Oh, there she goes.
Need help? For the Alliance.
All right.
Be careful.
Ding.
Go with honor, friend.
Yes. Yeah.
Be careful.
All right, my nose is probably done bleeding now. Feels like it is anyway. I'm gonna throw this tampon away. Oh, boom. Oh, no, it's not. Hold on. All right. We could report to Goldshire, or
King's honor, friend.
we can do this other quest. And get a dagger, which sounds good to me. Need a weapon upgrade.
Light bless you.
All right, so let's go kill some Defias bandits.
I need a target.
Oh, pick their pockets first, of course. 1 copper. This guy deserves to die. I'm doing him a favor. How's he gonna live in this world? He has only 1 copper to his name. Alright. See you later, B. He only had 1 copper. She only had 2 copper. Huh. Oh, there's a dead adventurer right here. Corpse of Daz Dad. Big damage. Oh, we killed him too efficiently. Our cooldown wasn't off yet. Oops. Oh, I meant to pickpocket and backstab. Ooh, leather belt. Okay, hold up. Is that an upgrade? No. What about these pants? No? Okay. I thought not. Oops. Let's pick it a pocket. And stab it a back. Those pants an upgrade. No, they're not. Whoop, whoop. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just trying to assassinate you. No big deal. Upgrade? No, they're not.
Isn't ready yet.
Oh, what is he running from? 2 or 4? Doesn't matter, we got him. Wherever he's going, he's gonna be late.
Isn't ready yet.
Surprised your little buddy didn't come running after me. Go. Snake, snake. Snake, snake. Snake, snake, snake. Ah! Whoops. He detected me. I wasn't sneaky enough. Yes, she might be too fast. Look at this guy. Miss. Oh. There is a setting on the controller that I could do where it will backpedal instead of about facing. I'm contemplating if I want to enable that or not. Sometimes I just want to back up like a couple feet to position them, and backpedaling is actually better for that, you know. Let me come up out of here, out of the way, so I don't get myself killed. Controls? Ah, here it is. Okay. So if I set it to tank mode, if I hit down, I backpedal. Right now I'm playing in balance, where if I hit down, I about face and go in the opposite direction. What does follow do? Follow movement is focused on following the direction you're moving in. Both in combat and travel, this configuration will never strafe and never walk backwards. Oh, so this doesn't strafe or balance. You strafe. I don't. Okay, so follow seems horrible. But we're gonna go tank mode so I can actually backpedal. Because there are times where I just need to like back them up. No, it didn't work. It didn't save. Is it over? No. Controls? It's not working. Why would it do that? Maybe that's just to tell me what it does. Let's see. Movement. No. Let's see. Advanced? Nope. Huh. Camera? Where are these settings that it was speaking of? General. Um, I don't know. I'll figure it out when I'm not live streaming, I guess. Ooh, can I fight two at once? Let's find out. Oh, I didn't pull a second one. So if I'm in combat, oh, it did apply tank mode. It only works if I'm, okay. If I'm in combat, I backpedal. If I'm out of combat, I just about face. That's cool. Okay, I like that.
I need a target.
Oops. Welcome back.
Isn't ready yet.
I made some adjustments to my settings.
Inventory.
So now, when I'm in combat, I backpedal. Instead of turning my back to the enemy. You have a leather chest piece now instead of a robe. So now if I hit down, I about face, which is good. But in combat, if I hit down, I backpedal. So I'm never turning my back to the enemies.
Not enough energy.
Man, I could have fought 3. Easy. Alright, well, let's go turn these quests in. Empty our bags. And probably level up. If not now, then after the next batch of quests. Flip. 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 4? Oh. So see, I was going to see if we can go for the record. My personal record is 12 flips in a row. I don't know what the all-time record is. Probably higher than that. Oh, brag. I mean, wouldn't you brag if you could do 12 flips in a row? Just saying. It's an impressive feat.
For the Alliance.
Yeah, same.
See you around.
All right, we got our dagger upgrade.
Have a good one. Safe travels.
You don't need this old dagger anymore.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
All right. I actually, when I was getting the controller set up and trying to like figure out how I want the key bindings to work and everything, I made a mage. I thought that would be the easiest to
Hey there. See you later.
configure things since you're not in melee combat. Hey, what's up, Jack? So I made a mage. I just did all these quests. Oh, that's really bleeding. Hopefully it's done now. Anyone want a free fire wand? If I was still on that mage, I would. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I was just trying to remember what buttons to push. I'm trying to
I don't have a target.
trying to remember with my brain. I guess instead of cheating. Oh no, somebody died right here. Corpse of Sarilok. I'm willing to wager. Oh man. I just I showered right before the stream and I shampooed and conditioned my mustache and my bloody nose. I'm gonna have to clean my mustache again before I go to bed. I've sullied my glorious mustache. It's a bummer. Yeah. So that's the other thing that bugs me too. I shouldn't say bugs me. It's just something that I'm gonna have to get used to. I have to toggle on the ability to move my cursor with my joystick. But that's also, this joystick is also how I adjust my camera. So I either need to, it locks when I start moving with the left joystick, or I could untoggle it by hitting this other button. It's a finesse thing that I'm going to have to get the hang of. It's like a step that I would have had to take playing with Master Keyboard. 51 damage crit on the backstab. He's out here one-shotting fools, basically. Ooh, nice, Jack. Congratulations on graduating. Is that high school? I assume? Or is that college? Would you... If this bitch doesn't quit moving... I'm behind my target. Like, don't tell... You must be behind your target. Well, good thing I fucking was. Pardon my French, but like... I'm literally behind the target. It's like, you must be behind your target. You must be behind your target. Like, trying to tell me I'm not behind my target when I'm clearly behind my target.
Not ready yet.
Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, 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 ooh. I bet if I was a gnome still, or a human, I would have got detected by that Defias thug. Oh, okay. Yeah, in the United States, we have like it's basically like daycare. They call it preschool and kindergarten. Then you have grades 1 through 12. And the last 4 years are like high school, which is what you do before college, usually. Which would be, I guess, university overseas is what they call it, I think. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert. Nyah. He spotted me. Oh! Red pouch. All right, so now we're back to square one. I was sad about I was sad about discontinuing the play on the gnome because the gnome had a 6-slot bag, but we just got our own 6-slot bag, so we're back on track. Yeah, I'm feeling a little cocky. Actually, let me kill this guy first. I want to take out that 3-man group. Feeling cocky is how you get yourself killed. In hardcore, by the way. Do a backflip? I don't know if I can. Ah! I don't know if I can do a backflip. Are you talking to Jack? All right. Well, now I'm gonna take out these nerds. Don't watch chat when in a fight. That's true. Yeah. I should not. That's a good way to get yourself killed in hardcore. It's hard not to, though. I want to see what you guys are saying, and I don't want to be rude and ignore you. He's like, huh, my friends are dead. That's weird. They were alive a minute ago. I wonder what happened. Oh. You gonna learn today. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I was just getting cocky because my character's feeling pretty strong right now since I got that dagger upgrade. Which is basically a death sentence in hardcore. Like whenever you start feeling whenever you start feeling cocky, you start doing stupid stuff. What field are you in?
I need to get closer.
Learning the finesse of interacting with clickables is probably been the biggest hurdle for me to relearn. All right, so we got our harvest for Millie. Now we got to go cut off someone's head and bring it back to the guard. Just pretty chill quest. Nothing too crazy. You just gotta have to murder and decapitate someone. So, yeah, should only take a couple minutes. Sucker. I stole his pennies. So that guy, you only had 1 copper? Alright. I'm gonna kill you for that. Being poor isn't a crime. but maybe it should be Nazaroth. It's punishable by death. Oh no! I was gonna pickpocket him. He spotted me. I got too close. I didn't get to backstab either. Uh-oh. All right, we cut the guy's head off. We can go back to town now. I'm in combat. Who? Ah, crap. Now he's spotted me again. Man, for a guy who's got his head cut off, he sure is awfully spry. And stay down. Ooh, that guy had 2 copper. Twice as much as the last one. Oh, that's cool. Well, good luck, man. That's all way over my head, so I don't know if there's anything I could do to help. But that's awesome that you have a direction. That's more than I had when I was your age. I had no direction, no ambition. Well, that's not true. I had ambition. Just not from like a... My plan out of high school was to become a police officer. Because it's a job that you can get, that is a career where you do not need a college education. And because I do not learn well in a classroom type environment, I knew that I was not going to do well in college. So I was like, well, I need a job that I can get where I don't need a college education. So my plan was to become a police officer. And my senior year of high school and even like my junior year of high school, so like the last 2 or 3 years of high school, I was working at an amusement park in Kansas City called Worlds of Fun. And I decided to, 1 year after working there for like 3 or 4 years, the year that I turned 18, I decided I'm going to become a security guard. Get like, you know, on the job training, so to speak. So I hired on. I interviewed and they hired me to be a security guard. And as I was learning, it felt way more like, rather than to protect and serve, it felt a lot more like to harass and fine. And I didn't want to become a police officer just so I could harass people and give them a hard time. I wanted to be a police officer because I enjoy helping people. And I kind of got the opposite vibes when I was going through my training. So I was like, okay, this is not for me. So I decided not to become a security guard, which would have led me down the path to becoming a police officer. So that was my plan A. Plan B was to get a job somewhere and work really hard and get promoted up to management. So I got a job at Blockbuster. Blockbuster Video. Because, you know, that was before they were going under. And I think we all know how that turned out. So needless to say, Blockbuster Video did not pan out. So I got a different job. I ran into a buddy from high school. He came into the video store and he told me that I could work with him at a casino as a valet parking attendant. Valet parking attendant. I was like, all right, anything's better than this place because it's going under. So I got a job as a valet. And I learned after hiring on that they only promote from within. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool. I'm a hard worker. I'll go in there and bust my ass, show them what I got, and prove to them that I am worthy of management. So I worked there for about 4 years in total. And it was during a really good time for the company. They were expanding, they were growing, they're getting new properties. And they said, oh, we need some new managers. And I was like, perfect. They said they only hire from within. I've got the most seniority. I'm the only one who gives a shit about the job. Surely I'm a shoo-in. But rather than promote me, they hired from outside the company. I was like, oh, well, that's lame. So I asked why, and they're like, well, he's got a college degree. And I was like, okay. Tell me what it is about a college degree that makes you more proficient at knowing how to operate the day-to-day for a valet parking company. Because I've got 4 years of experience. That's basically a bachelor's degree in valet parking. Like 4 years experience is a lot. I know way more about this business than this mofo does. Like, how are you gonna hire this noob? It's like, all right, whatever. I'll take that one on the chin. It's their company, they can do what they want. Well, another opportunity arose. Actually, the reason an opportunity arose is because our district manager moved on to a different company. So the district manager needed to be filled. For this, they definitely wanted to promote within. So the two only real choice candidates were my manager and then another manager named Travis. So my manager's name was Mike. The other manager's name was Travis. So it was between Mike and Travis. Mike was my manager, Travis was the other. Travis is the one who got the district manager position. So when Travis got the district manager position, he needed to hire someone or promote someone to fill his role. Well, rather than promoting me, even though I had more experience and was more qualified, he promoted the supervisor. I was a supervisor at the time. He promoted the supervisor who worked under him, that he knew and he was familiar with. So if my manager Mike had gotten the district manager job instead of Travis, I would have been promoted to Mike's old job, and it sort of would have backfilled that way. And I would have become a manager there, and that would have been my job. But after getting passed over a second time, while having the most seniority and experience, and like, this isn't my ego talking. I was literally like their best supervisor. Like, no one had better work ethic than me. No one had more time working there than me. Nobody cared more than me. And they just kept passing me over, and it was really frustrating. So a few months after they passed me over a second time, my dad texted me and said, hey, Ford's hiring. They're taking referrals. Would you like a referral to come work at Ford? And I said, yes, I would, because I'm sick of this. So that's how my dad put in a referral for me. I applied. I did all the testing. I passed. And now I work at Ford, and I've been there for the last 13 years. So yeah, that's that story. So I had no idea what I wanted to do was the moral of that story. I didn't know what I was going to do when I got out of school, or I did know what I wanted to do, but none of my plan A and plan B didn't pan out. I had to fall back on plan C. So the moral of that story is have backup plans. Yeah, because you never know. Plan A might not work out for you. So always have something in your back pocket that you can lean on.
See you later. Might be with you.
All right. That's enough rambling from me, though. Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioned you were on the police force. That's cool. I forgot about that. And have a backup plan for your backup plan. That's right. Exactly. One of my favorite quotes of all time is from Mike Tyson. And he says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Now, it doesn't matter how good your plan is. When life comes at you, it doesn't care what your plan is. you know, life doesn't give a rat's ass what your plan is.
Hello.
Life comes at you, and it comes at you hard and fast, and sometimes you gotta roll with the punches. That got me good, Joya. I mean, you get to be retired, right? So we have an important choice to make. We can either, like, regarding professions, we can take engineering, which is generally regarded as the best hardcore profession because it has a lot of really cool toys, utility, things that can get you out of a jam, which I'm not opposed to doing. There's also alchemy, which is for crafting potions, so we could heal and do other things. Again, it offers a lot of utility. But a lot of the things that engineering and alchemy offer, Rogue can kind of already do with the skills that they learn leveling up. So I generally like to take leatherworking so I can craft myself really good gear. More stamina, more agility, more armor, more better, right? Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Alternatively, if I wanted to get really spicy with my profession choices, I could take blacksmithing. While I can't wear the armor I could craft from blacksmithing, I would be able to craft myself really good daggers and swords. So that's something to consider. But the problem with blacksmithing and engineering is to get the materials you need to do these professions, you need to take mining. This guy's staring at me.
Hi.
He probably wants me to sign a guild charter, which I'm fine with. Give him a little pat on the head. Yeah, so the problem I have with mining is it takes up a lot of inventory space. For 5 broskin, he wants to give me a quest. He's role-playing, though. He's trying to give people quests. Sorry, I got distracted by the role player. I like running into spontaneous role players in WoW. It's really fun. Oh, right. So, professions. I think I'm going to take skinning and leatherworking. Just because I want to be able to craft good gear for myself. And it's easy to gather the materials. You just kill beasts and skin them. They stack really well in your inventory. It doesn't, I mean, it does clutter it up a little bit, but not an immense amount. SF, it means self-found. It's this little buff right here. It's called self-found adventurer. Unable to trade, use the auction house, or send and receive most mail. So basically what it means, everything I have on my character, I obtained and earned myself. I didn't buy anything from anyone. I didn't get any handouts, that sort of thing. Yeah, alchemy is fun, but we do get a lot of healing potions from enemies naturally, just from killing them. Also from pickpocketing, we get a lot of potions. The biggest things that alchemy offers are underwater breathing for quests where you have to go underwater. That's really nice. There's ones called limited invulnerability potions that can save your ass in a tight spot. There's ones called free action potion. They prevent you from getting crowd controlled. Like, there's some cool stuff that alchemy can do. But I feel like, I don't know. There's just something nice about having good gear. I almost clicked on my potion.
Well met.
So I think I'm just gonna go skinning and leatherworking.
See you around.
Another thing that's really cool about skinning and leatherworking is when I hit level 10, I unlock the ability to dual wield,
Safe travel.
which means I could have a weapon in each hand. Generally speaking, when that happens, I don't always have an offhand weapon. I can put this skinning knife in my offhand. Yeah. Does my live stream look laggy to you guys? Every now and then I peek over and look at, I've got the feed on my other monitor over here, and every now and then I'll glance over and it looks really like it's stuttering and staggering. I don't know. It looks like it's having troubles. Oh, how the hell do I skin? Ooh, that's okay. Not as bad as I thought. All right, this isn't too bad. This is not too bad. Hey, what's up, Sakib? I got myself a new controller. The FlyDigi Vader Pro 5. It's pretty sweet. I bought it so I could play Crimson Desert. Ooh, big crit. Oh yeah, okay, skinning's gonna be fun. I was worried for a minute it was gonna be too difficult to finagle. But it wouldn't be any more difficult than any other gathering profession, so. Miss! Yikes. Yeah, I got a real game now. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a gameplay live stream. Been a long time. But Godforge beta is in about 5 weeks, something like that. And I took the first 3 days of the beta off work. So I'm going to do definitely a big live stream on the first day. Probably about 12 hours live stream on the opening day. And then I will probably make some guides on the next 2 days. I don't want to say get ahead of the competition, but during the alpha, definitely fell behind because I had to work. And not to say it's a competition, but there is competition, right? Like, he who uploads first getteth the most views. Generally speaking. Not always, but I would very much like to establish myself as one of the premier content creators for Godforge, and I can't do that
It's too far away.
if I'm not making content. So that was unnecessarily difficult to attack that deer. Oh boy, what have I got myself into? The good news is, what is the good news? Oh, the good news is with the controller, I don't experience the same level of carpal tunnel pains. So the reason I quit playing Oblivion was because of my carpal tunnel. It made my hands and my wrists hurt, and not only did it make my hands and my wrists hurt, but it made my hands and my wrist hurt so much that it affected my job the following week. The reason I stopped playing Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon is because it made my carpal tunnel hurt. Carpal tunnel. So, yeah, the controller's been so nice. Like, I've been streaming for 2 hours. I probably played for 2 hours before that, trying to get my configuration and my hotkeys and my, everything set up. So I've been playing for 4 hours, and I don't even feel a little bit of pain or discomfort. And last weekend and the weekend before that, I pretty much played Crimson Desert all weekend without experiencing any pain or discomfort. I mean, there was a little bit, but nothing compared to what it would be like if I was playing, on mouse and keyboard. So, oh, thank you, Sakib. I appreciate that. Most people in the current community are aware of me, which is good, because when people start forming pantheons and stuff, they're like, hey, I'm looking for a guide, on this subject, who would you recommend? There's a really good chance that my name gets recommended. But the majority of the people who are going to play Godforge don't even know Godforge exists. Most people aren't following it right now. And that's just a fact. So I need to make sure I stay on top of the game for when those players start joining the community. Because I mean, in my honest opinion, Ragewood and Charlemagne are the biggest competition. Unbound Sage makes good videos regarding, like, he's good at breaking things down mathematically in a way that I wouldn't normally be able to, which is why I like his content. He's able to explain it. He covers things in a way that I don't, so I think that's nice. It gives me a different perspective, and I think it's always important to get multiple perspectives when you're trying to form thoughts, ideas, and opinions. The more perspectives and opinions you have, the more informed you are. The more informed you are, the better, right? That's just how it goes. So I really like content creators who offer a different perspective than mine. Even if I don't always agree, it's nice to get that additional perspective, because sometimes they do change my mind. And that's something I really like about Ragewood, is we don't always agree on everything. But even when we disagree amongst each other in a civil manner. we disagree respectfully, and we've always managed to have, like, very healthy discussions. I refer to them as discussions, not arguments, because I don't think we've ever argued. We've just had opposing opinions. I mean, it's good. It's you don't want to end up in a echo chamber where everyone's just repeating the same BS over and over again, because that's dangerous. You want to challenge your opinion with the opinions of others. That's important for personal growth. And Charlemagne, he and I disagree about things too, but that's why I like his content. Every now and then he'll say something like, you know what? I hadn't thought of it that way, but that's a really good point. So that's why I watch those are the three that I generally watch when I'm looking for content. And that's why I like them. Yeah, I mean, dude, okay, so this controller, the reason I picked this controller specifically was I knew that I bought a controller because I wanted to play Crimson Desert. That's why I bought a controller. The reason I bought this controller is because it's got 3 shoulder buttons. So it's got bumper, trigger, and then this extra shoulder button right here. So this acts as a shift modifier. Sorry, this is my shift, this is my alt, and this is my control key. So it gives me like already multiplies the amount of key bindings I have. So like, for example, I'm hitting X right now. Okay, so X is Sinister Strike. You see the button blinking above my shoulder? If I hold trigger and X, now the one above it triggers, right? So this one triggers, now this one triggers. See the button flashing? I could also hit this button and hit it. See now the one over further to the left. And if I hit this one, so just by having these 3 buttons, it takes my total amount of keybinds I could have and multiplies it by 4 effectively. So instead of 10, I have 40. But so that's a really nice feature. And it's obviously symmetrical, so there's 3 on this side. So I've got these 3 buttons. And then I've got 4 buttons on the back, these paddles. So this is my jump button right here. And then this, I bound this to 7, 8, and 9. You see the 7, 8, and 9 lighting up? And then on the front, you know, 1, 2, oh, sorry. Doesn't matter. There's 4 here, and then there's 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 on the front, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So I've got 10 buttons, and then I've got the 3 modifiers. So 10 times 4, basically. I've got 40 hotkeys with this controller. Yeah, this is a new experience for me. The last time I played on a console with a controller was the PlayStation 3. It's been a really long time. And the only game I actually really played on my PS3 was like the Magic the Gathering Duel of the Planeswalkers game, which isn't even a console game, really. I mean, yes, it was playable on console, but it wasn't like I'm using my joysticks to navigate menus. I'm not like, you know, if you play the game, you'd know what I'm talking about. But it's just playing Magic the Gathering on a console. It's not even like a console game, which is kind of funny. So that was the last console game I played, and I've been using that PlayStation 3 as like a Netflix machine for the last however many years that was. 25 years? No, not 25. I was probably 17 or 18 when I got it. I think I was still living with my parents, so I was at least 17. I'm 37 this year. It's been 20 years. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, so it's been 20 years since I played on a remote. So I'm kind of like, because it's been so long, learning how to use this one and all the hotkeys and stuff, it's not been that bad. As you can see from that, okay. I'm struggling a bit. I'm riding on the struggle bus today. It's still taking me a lot to get used to. And then finagling, like toggling between using, anytime I want to actually use my cursor like a mouse, I'm using my joystick right now, right? I have to toggle that on with this trigger button right here. And then to toggle it off, I either need to hit this bumper. Now it rotates the camera. Now I have it free. Now it rotates the camera. Now I have it free. So I either have to hit this to lock it again so I can move my camera, or I have to move with the other joystick first. So that minor feature has been my biggest, the most difficult thing to get used to. You never had a Game Boy? Oh, man. So you missed out on the joy of Pokemon Red and Blue? That's a tragedy. Joyby, did you ever play Pokemon? You might have been too old. You probably weren't the right age to get on the Pokemon train. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I forgot. I didn't think about that. Well, it's if you like hero collectors like Raid Shadow Legends and Godforge, you might actually enjoy Pokemon. It's a really, really cute game too. Like my daughter's just at the perfect age to get into it, and yeah, there's a trading card game which we play every now and then. We don't play it a lot. She doesn't obsess over things like I did at her age. Like I was obsessed with playing Pokemon, dude. And it helped that I had an older brother who I played with. But yeah, that was like one of the first things that started my hyper fixation on strategy games. Like that was like my gateway into chess. So I played like Pokemon and chess like super hardcore when I was younger. So yeah, I started playing Pokemon in 4th grade, and then I kind of outgrew it a little bit. So in 6th grade, when all my friends graduated to Yu-Gi-Oh, instead of getting into Yu-Gi-Oh, I got into chess, and my math teacher ran the chess club, and I liked this particular teacher quite a lot. So the fact that he was in charge of the chess club was like made a big difference to me. Like having a teacher that I bonded with and connected with, being the leader of like an extracurricular a club was, you know, it was cool. I liked Mr. Fraser a lot. But yeah, he was the chess club guy. So I got into chess club. I got super into chess, and like I just love strategy. Like that was like the first. I guess technically Pokemon was, but Pokemon and then chess, and then in high school, my brother got me into Magic the Gathering, and I was like, oh hell yeah. And that was a game changer for me. I still play Magic the Gathering to the. I was playing last night actually before I went to bed. I don't play every day, but like once every couple months, I'll just get this itch to go play Magic, and I'll hop on Arena and screw around. Like Magic the Gathering or World of Warcraft are the two games that I could play forever. I could always come back to. Okay. So the old Pokemon games, it's not so much gacha like Raid and Godforge. It's not like pay to win. You just explore the world, and different Pokemon have a chance to appear in different parts of the world. So you're still collecting, but it's you collect by exploring, I guess. And it's like more like exploration and discovery based. Okay, yeah. That sounds about right then. I'll be 37 this year. So I'm a little older, but same ballpark. Man. Dun, dun. Oh, I forgot to say what I'm doing. I'm basically just killing these boars so I can skin them for leather, so I can level my leatherworking. And I'm getting experience while I do it too, so I'm sort of 2 for 1. Yeah, Raid does a really good job of being addictive. I'll give him that. Actually, Sakib, I got, see if I still have it. I think I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I deleted it. Guess I deleted it. Here? I think I deleted it. Okay. I used to have, I downloaded a Game Boy emulator on my phone. And I downloaded a ROM for Pokemon Red, or it was the Fire Red. I guess it was a Game Boy Advance emulator. So I replayed Pokemon Fire Red about probably in 2 or 3 years now. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, I have looked into that. It was fun. Yeah. It was in a time when I was like, I had quit Raid, but like not permanently. I was, you know, I thought it was permanently at the time. But the hardest thing for me, the hardest reason why to quit. Sorry, how am I going to phrase this? The reason why it was so hard to quit playing Raid is because I never found a game to replace it. The easiest way to quit one addiction is to replace it with another. And I didn't have a replacement addiction. So yeah, that's a big part of the reason why I quit so many times. Is I quit and then I didn't have anything else to do. I got bored and I came back. So whenever I could find something else to do, it definitely helped me stay off Raid. Whether it's a Netflix series that I'm binge watching or a Pokemon emulator on my phone. Yeah. But I playing through Pokemon again definitely helped me stay off Raid for a lot longer. Are you talking about Pokemon, Sakib? Oh, Jay Giggs. I don't know if you guys watch his content since he stopped covering Raid, but he does these. He's doing this series where he plays 20 games for 2 hours each in certain genres, and then kind of does like reviews of them based on like the first 2 hours to see how well the games hooked him. And he recently did one covering Pokemon, like fan-made Pokemon games. And he said a couple of them were really good. I think the one he said he liked the most, that looked the most interesting to me, was called Fire Ash. Or something like that. Maybe it was Red Ash, or it was like Red Ash or Fire Ash. It looked really good. It was like a, yeah, it was a fan-made Pokemon game, and it looked really cool. Oh, I see. Yeah, but yeah, let me see if I could find the video. I'll link it in chat. Dude, Ooh, Jay Giggs has been popping off, man. He's at 66,000 subscribers. Ah, here it is. That video right there. It's the one where he goes over the Pokemon games. In Discord notifications, I think someone's messaging me. I'll check it later. It's probably a spam robot. Pokemon initially... So, the company that owns the rights to Pokemon are geniuses. And so what they did was they knew they were making this video game. So what they did is they also made an anime about the game, the video game that they're making. Anime popped off, and basically everyone in the world, because the anime popped off so hard, it was like free marketing for their video game. Well, not free. They had to pay to make the show. Why aren't I doing damage? Like, that boar almost killed me. Yeah, so they made the anime to sort of act as marketing for the video game. And they did a lot of this in the 80s with like He-Man and Masters of the Universe to sell action figures too. He-Man was just a marketing campaign to sell toys. Same concept, right? So obviously it worked. And then when the franchise really popped off, that's when they made it into a collectible card game. Yeah, so the Pokemon have there's like a whole empire. They got their foot in the anime racket, the video game market, and the collectible card game market. So yeah. I think Pokemon is the most money-makingest franchise of all time. I think I've heard that stat before. Like, even more than Disney and Marvel, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, I think most people would just assume that it's Disney, right? But nope, it's Pokemon. Ooh, big crits. Oh man. The original, okay, well, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are the Game Boy Advanced versions of the originals, and they're just as good, but a little bit better because they've got better graphics. They've got better, the colors are nicer. It's like the same but better. So Fire Red and Leaf Green I would recommend. But I'm biased because that's where my nostalgia's at. If you want to watch that video I linked, Jay Giggs does a really good job breaking down his thoughts on it and talking about they're fan-made games though. So maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, Fire Red is Game Boy Advance. And it's kind of hard. If you don't know how to download an emulator and all that stuff, you might have a hard time getting access to it. It can be a little tricky. I'm trying to. I don't know any. I don't know of any modern day Pokemon games that are that you could play on PC off the top of my head. Oh, okay. Yeah, I at one point I did download an emulator, a Game Boy Advance emulator on my phone, so it is possible to do. And I played Pokemon Fire Red on my phone. So there is a way to do it. I don't remember how I did it, and I'd probably have to. I think I probably had to watch a YouTube video to learn how to do it. I almost assuredly watched a YouTube video on how to do it. That's pretty much how I learn everything. Is I just go, if I don't know how to do something, I go straight to YouTube. Yeah. Oh, Pokemon Red, the base game? Oh, somebody just buffed me. This druid right here?
Thank you.
Big druid buffs, baby. Hell yeah. Now I'm stacked. It gave me all attributes by 2, 65 armor, and now I have 6 reactive damage. Every time someone attacks me, they take 6. That's dope. Is that on the App Store, Joy B? Or to keep? Sorry. Oh, nice. Well, that makes it a hell of a lot easier. All right, man, I just kind of zoned out completely for a minute there.
You need something? Have a good one.
And we'll start working on this quest. Ooh, big crits, baby. All right, well. Yeah, my inventory, getting that 6-slot bag made a huge difference. I'd like to get another one. I could always buy one, but it costs 5 silver. And as you can see, I only have 4 silver and 93 copper. So they're a bit expensive.
Have a good one.
I said,
Hello. You need something? See you later.
do you need something? I mean, you're literally the one with the exclamation point above your head. What do you mean, do I need something? Ooh. Also, we were going back to the conversation earlier about how, because this controller doesn't make my hands hurt when I play PC games, it opens the possibility of maybe playing Skyrim at some point in the future. Trying that game out. Seeing what all the fuss is about.
You need something?
I thought you'd like that, Sakib.
See you around. See you later.
Because the only reason I haven't is because my hands and my carpal tunnel. But the controller it's literally a world of difference. The only time I started to feel hand pains playing Crimson Desert is when I spent like an hour doing the archery competition. But I was like, my hands were like locked up and real tense the entire time because it's difficult on a controller. So yeah. It could be, but everyone said that Classic WoW was a bad game, and the only reason people wanted to play it was because of nostalgia. I don't feel any nostalgia right now. I'm just playing it because I'm enjoying myself. I could be playing any game right now.
Safe travels.
I just spent $70 on Crimson Desert, and here I am playing Classic WoW. Yeah. I think games, any game that has a vast open world where you can kind of just do whatever you want and make your own adventure, those games are just good. And the games that have innovated in that space over the years, like World of Warcraft, like Skyrim, you know, like Crimson Desert, I think those games are just amazing. Like they're just good because they're good. I don't know. A lot of people are saying that Crimson Desert is the next Skyrim because it has a lot of similar like philosophies. It's not like really story driven. Like there is a main story, but the story just serves as a vehicle to send you out into the world so you could have your own adventures. It's not like a story focused game. No killing chickens? Okay. Well, now I feel like I gotta go kill chickens, so. Let's go. Oh. Joke's on you, now I want to kill chickens. I feel like I vaguely recall hearing memes about killing chickens in Skyrim. Yeah, I'll sneak up on them and backstab them. Well, you guys know I like to play the stealth archer. That's what I did in Oblivion. Maybe I should actually finish Oblivion before I do Skyrim. I don't know. And I should probably also finish Tainted Grail. I should probably finish the games that I already paid for before I go buy another massive game. I'm actually taking a pause from Crimson Desert right now because some of the boss fights were a little bit too hard for me. I'm not like I don't have a ton of experience playing action games, action combat games. So for an amateur like myself, it's been difficult. I'm like hard stuck on a story boss right now, main story boss. Hey, we got wool from the sheep. Who would have thought? Yeah, other than the bosses being a little too hard. Like I probably spent 5 hours trying to fight this one boss and I can't. I just keep failing over and over again. I got tired of it. So apparently the developers have it in the pipeline to implement different difficulty settings. So once that patch comes through and there's an easy mode, I will try the game again. But for right now, I'm done wasting my time on it. The reason I didn't stream is because I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I wasn't sure if I was going to play it long term, and I didn't want to start streaming it and then not stream it anymore. I don't know. I thought about streaming it. I just decided not to. And also, I'm not good at action combat games, and I don't know. I didn't want people to make fun of me for sucking at the game. It's kind of a bummer to me. Like, they made such a beautiful game with a huge emphasis on the open world. So it's obviously going to attract types of players who are interested in these types of big, like, sandboxy open world games. But then they gatekeep the game behind very difficult action combat. It was unfortunate. So like Baldur's Gate 3, for example, that game was so approachable because the combat was turn-based. Now I'm not saying that Crimson Desert should have turn-based combat. That's not what I'm getting at. I actually like the action combat for Crimson Desert a lot. It's refreshing. It's different than what I'm used to playing. It's nice. But the bosses are like hard. I can't. So there's the one I'm stuck on right now. He's the dude who's like, I wish I could remember his name. Oops. He's the guy that when he like teleports around in like puffs of smoke, and then he does an unblockable hit that if he hits you with it, you just get one shot and die. And he just kept killing me with it, so hey, that's a 0.1 DPS upgrade, baby. Please give me a buff. Yeah, so it's just the combat. Well, not the like peon enemies, like the what are they called? The bandits. The bandits are fine. Like, I like the action combat against like normal enemies. It's interesting enough that it keeps me engaged. And because like there's two ways you can go about it. Like, you can be smart and like just kind of pick them off from the outer edge, or you can go in and try to fight 30 at a time. Like, there's there's the skill comes down to your approach to how you engage with the bandits. Like, if you're only fighting like 2 or 3 at a time, it's fine. But if you're trying to fight 30 at a time, it's obviously a lot more difficult. So yeah, I really like the combat in general. It's just, I'm struggling big time with the boss fights. So yeah. Hey, we got our quest done. Yeah, so sometime in June, the developers are planning to release an update with difficulty settings, so I'll probably put it on easy mode like a little bitch, but at least I'll get to enjoy the game again. That's the important thing. If it wasn't a main story boss, I would just ignore it, but it's a main story boss. I want to progress the main story. Oh, hey, take care, Sakib. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I was actually going to end the stream a little while ago, but then I felt bad because Sakib just got in. So I kept going. I am getting hungry. So I'd like to get a snack before I have to take my daughter to school. I'm going to finish this quest chain.
Good day to you. Safe travels. See you around.
Because now I'm like hooked on it.
You need something? See you around. Safe travels.
All right. Actually, let me empty my bags. There's not that much junk in there. It's fine. I don't want to waste time. Oops. Ooh. Oh, spider. Another thing about mining, or sorry, engineering and blacksmithing requiring mining to... What is happening? There it is. Okay. They require mining. You have to find the mining nodes. Like if you're leveling skinning and leatherworking, you can just... There's beasts to kill and skin everywhere. Like there's Azeroth is littered with beasties. And if you're constantly killing beasts to level your skinning and leatherworking, then you end up with a lot of beast meat in your inventory too, which makes it easy to level cooking. You can get some nice food from cooking. So yeah. All right. Let's see. So we just got pie for Billy. I'm pretty sure I already have the meat. I'm like 90% sure. I've been slaying these boars. What? Oh, someone else just turned in that quest. I gotta wait for her to unvanish. All right, I'm gonna kill a couple boar while we wait.
I'm out of range.
Oh, I think I get gouge at level 8. Big if true. All right, she's back. I don't know how easy or hard it's going to be, but I like whenever I play rogue, I like to do a combo where I open with backstab, wait for my energy to tick up to 100, and then I'll gouge, get behind him, and backstab again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with a controller, but I'm going to try. I'll do my darndest. Oh, you're welcome, Joyby. It's always a pleasure. It's I was gonna play the game regardless, so I figured I might as well have you guys keep me company, because you know it's a win-win. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Oh, I wanted to finish the chain of quests. Basically, get to the point where I'm about to go into the cave. I feel like that's a good stopping point. So we're not quite there, but
Hello.
almost.
Hey there. See you later.
Doing like precise little mouse movements when I only need to move the cursor like a few pixels is the worst.
It is too far away. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, there's a chest down there. Ooh, and we dinged it. Oh, patch. I think that's actually an armor upgrade. No, it's the same. Okay. Just kidding. Let me run down and grab that chest. Oh, 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 I hit the wrong button. Damn it. So I gotta relearn those 20 years of muscle memory. Alright. I think this guy here is definitely gonna aggro if I grab the chest, so we're gonna take him out first. Pay no heed to the moving shadow. Ah, dang it. Now I'm gonna fight on top of the chest so no one can run by and steal it. If they try, they'll get put in combat too. Please be a bag. Give me a 6 slot, baby. Okay. I'm just gonna stealth out of here. Sneaky, sneaky. Might pick a few pockets on my way. I saved that guy's life. I'm kidding. He would have been fine. Oh, we're level 8. Oh, I can get gouge. Ooh, gouge is good. And which also means I can gouge bandage, which is also really good. Okay, so now we have everything we need to do go into the dungeon. So I'm gonna hearth back. We're gonna train our level 8 skills, including first aid. Because gouge bandage is a noise. Make a few bandages. Probably take cooking, level up cooking, and then get prepared to go into the kobold mine. Eviscerate rank 2. Evasion is huge. Wait, no gouge? What? When do I get gouge? Is it level 10? I don't know if I freaking scroll with it. I don't have a mouse. Okay, I'm just gonna use my mouse. Whatever. There's something blocking me from clicking on it. What is happening? There it goes. I had to click the very edge of it. It should be in combat. No? Where's gouge? Do I already have gouge trained and not had it on my action bar? Gouge rank 2. I do have gouge already. What the hell? No way. Have I had gouge this whole time? Yes. It's right here on my bar. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. That makes me feel dumb. We do get evasion though. Do something like that. I want to see if I can do a quick backstab, gouge, backstab combo. See if I'm able to do it on controller. I feel like I should be able to. Let's see. Yeah, I know, right? I'm such a turd. Okay, I've been having it this whole time. Okay, so we wait for the energy ticks. Tick. Tick. Oh, he parried. Okay. We'll have to try. We'll have to kill another one. I should be able to. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. Try it on this. I want to do a piggy. Because I don't have to stealth. Just get up behind it and just be faster. My timing was off. Ideally, you want to do it right before the energy tick. Okay, it's a little awkward, but I can do it. Tell him not to parry. Yeah, I mean, I could tell them. I don't know if they're gonna listen. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it for this one. I'm starting to get a little hungry, and I want to get a snack in before I have to take my daughter to school. And this was fun. I'm looking forward to doing more hardcore WoW in the future, and I'll definitely be streaming with the controller. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you all in another video soon. But until next time, everyone, take care.